Hey everyone, this is a quick collective message. Before I get started, I want to say for those of you who are watching on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, if you would like to watch the entire videos, you have to go to my YouTube channel, okay? That's where the videos are longer. I only put snippets on the other ones. Sometimes I put full videos, but they're not the long ones, okay? So if you're wondering where video is, go on YouTube. Let's take a look here and see what's going on in the collective. All right. I am here to break curses and help those around me to heal. So many of you are healers. You're curse breakers in your family. You're doing things outside of the box. You're doing things to reverse what was, flowing through your bloodline, whether it was sickness, poverty, mental health, different things that we often see in our family. You are breaking that cycle, that pattern. It could be abuse, relationship, where most of family members don't have healthy relationships. Well, you're doing something different that's going to be breaking the curse off of your bloodline, and it will continue on from your children's children. Okay, so when breaking generational curses, it requires discipline. It requires you first to acknowledge what those patterns are. I had to really look at my family and see the cycles of drug addictions, single mothers, and there's nothing wrong with being a single parent, but there's something in a bloodline where majority of people are either single mothers or constantly in codependent relationships or abusive relationships, or whatever the case is. Recognizing those patterns, seeing how they have affected you from a child. A lot of you have recognized some things from your childhood. You could be going back and recalling some things, and you're realizing that in order for me to give my children a better opportunity, I've got to break some of these cycles, some of these things that I saw growing up in my life. I'm here to break those things. Okay, if some of you have persevered through so much here, you've had to fight through many battles in order to be this curse breaker. And a lot of you have yet to even speak on the things that you've gone through. I do encourage you guys to share. I just wrote my first book, I'm Not My Mother, which talks about the pattern throughout my childhood, and how it seeped into my adulthood, and how I've had to fight to break those patterns, and still am working towards healing from codependency so that my children will have a better opportunity, or my grandchildren. It's not always about just generational wealth. It's about being spiritually healthy, for your generations to be mentally sound. There's so much more into being a generational curse breaker, and than just saying, I'm going to break the curse of financial poverty off my bloodline. That is great. But what about the mental health issues? Because there's nothing like a rich fool. We see that in the news all the time. Okay? So with the Four of Pentacles, some of you have been holding back or not really sharing something that you are working on. Or you've been holding back from really stepping out there. This Ace of Wands is giving me bold energy. Like you've been refraining from being bold about it. But there's nothing for you to, to be ashamed of. We all have, certain things that are going on in our family, in our lives, that we need to heal, that we need to work on. And there are people that may want to come to you in silence, because they don't want, I don't know, I'm getting something about people wanting to confide in you, or people that do confide in you. And those people that come to you, these are people that are in need of healing. So it's about like paying attention and recognizing the people that are coming around to you. These are people who need what you have. The King of Cups with the Sun card is like, when you come around, you bring enlightenment to people, or when people come around you, you bring enlightenment to them and healing to them. The Sun is very healing here. Okay, so for those of you who've had to persevere through so much, even like from your childhood to now, you possess a special ability, a gift, a talent. You've been like anointed to help those around you to heal. So don't be surprised when people come towards you. wanting to join up with you. Now, not everyone is meant to be connected to you, so use your discernment when it comes to that. But I feel like you are someone that helps people to be free, to go towards their goals, their dreams, things that they may have not even thought that they had the potential to do. There's something in you that speaks life and encouragement into people. And I feel like now more than ever, this is a time for you to be bold about that. Be bold about who you are, and be open to, sharing, for some of you, sharing your story here. So we have the Lovers. This is about choices. This is about soulmate unions and partnerships that come together. Okay, you have new opportunities that are coming in that are going to give you a chance to really reveal who you are, to the world, which is this Empress energy, Hierophant, someone who is tapped into a very well connected to your spiritual, God, or whatever you believe in. You are definitely connected here. And I feel like your family is so blessed. So your family will be so blessed because you're a wise teacher. You're someone who leads and guides people. You will most likely be someone who lead and guide your family towards truth and healing as well. With the Hierophant, you are most likely a teacher of some sort here that people come to. There's that people coming to this Hierophant here for advice, for wisdom, for prayers, for healing. Okay, so embrace who you are. Okay, with this Empress energy, embrace who you are. You are the matriarch, most likely, of your family that people will come to because you give sound advice, and people have seen, look at you, High Priestess. People have seen how abundant you've become. People have seen how whatever you've applied into your life is working, and people want that, okay? People want that. Now, some of them may not be honest enough to come towards you and admit that they see your blessing, because there is something about, like, belief systems. If you have different belief systems from other people, they tend to want to make it seem as though you're not doing the work of God. But I'm here to tell you, I feel it looks like somebody has the backing of God. Somebody is being protected here. Look at this Ace of Cups. Somebody is being protected. Someone has been anointed to do this work, and someone has been anointed to bring abundance and wealth, wisdom, and healing to the bloodline here. Wherever this High Priestess energy is, you could be a Pisces. It does not have to be, because I'm not speaking to a specific zodiac right now. There are all signs out here, okay? There are all signs out here. But whoever you are a High Priestess. You are a keeper of secrets that people can trust, that you will not just put their business out there. So expect more people to want to come towards you because they see this with you. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. People coming around to you because they see that whatever you have done, or whatever this is that you're doing, has caused a transformation in your life. And this transformation, for some of you, it seemed like it happened overnight. So this is what I have for you guys. I'm going to head out. I got to get to where I need to be. Look at this. You're having so much victory. And there are people that are going to have so much victory. And this is you being recognized and seen in the public because of Eight of Cups. Because of some things that you have broken free from. Until next time, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.